There truly is no bottom. An adjudicated rapist for Jean Carroll, sexually assaulting 25 women, the testimony of 13-year-old Katie Johnson, who said that the Klan leader assaulted her as a little girl on Epstein Island. What a piece of shit. Trying to overthrow an election. He sat on his fat ass with his makeup and his diapers for 3 hours, eating Big Macs and drinking Diet Cokes, while white men, U.S. citizens, were beating officers with American flags. Somehow that's okay, but if you kneel before it, somehow if you're black, you're a son of a bitch, right? Praise Jesus. Cheats on his wife. I thought marriage was between one man and one woman. No, who cares, right? Nobody's perfect. But if you're gay, somehow that's a bridge too far. And now, you know that there's a file that exists that that the guy you voted for, and you overlooked all of the moral repugnancy that he did. You know that file is going to say that he molested little girls, that he was probably on there dozens of times. And Mike Johnson, the white nationalist, is defending it. He literally moved Congress out so that it would go away. Do you know what kind of a piece of shit you have to be to put Congress on vacation to cover up that the guy you support, that you claim is the party of family values, and we praise Jesus, is protecting a man who's a pedophile? There's a special place in hell for you people. Truly reprehensible that those 1,000+ girls that are now adults have to relive this trauma and know that people in this country don't give a shit because their racism, their white supremacy is just so deep that you don't care. It's truly disgusting. You're the reason people don't go to church. You know what does give me hope? One day you are going to stand before God, like I am too. And he's going to ask you, you know what? Who are you? Well, God, it's me. Remember, I went to church. So what? The church is a building. Oh, wait, are you Bob, the guy that went to my house every Sunday for 1 hour a week and pretended to be something you're not, a person of faith? That you drove there with your Joe in the Ho flag and your F Joe Biden bumper sticker while you rejoiced and you celebrated a man who raped my children? Oh, that guy? Is that you? Yes, Jesus. But Jesus, the liberals. What about the liberals? There's plenty of liberals in heaven. You know why? Because they gave people universal health care. They fought for a living wage. They fought for affordable housing. But God, why is there trans people in heaven? Because they love me. Because they're good people. They're compassionate people. Unlike you. And you didn't love thy neighbor as thyself. The only demographic that you loved, Billy Bob, was white people. You demonized my people. Nobody's perfect. But you, instead of following me, decided to play God. That's how that conversation's going to go. So you enjoy your time on this earth while you demonize people, because I'm going to fight for them. Because unlike you, I'm a real man. I stand up for women. I don't vote for presidents that rape women or sexually assault women or touch little girls on Epstein Island. That's what true masculinity is. That's what being a person of faith is. It's standing up for the children that God created. So you remember that. You remember this time when you thought you were so awesome because you surrounded yourself with a bunch of other white supremacists with red hats because you still think that the Civil War was about states' rights. And you remember that when you're bunking right next to Jeffrey Epstein. You remember this video. And your only thing was, yeah, but he's just a liberal. I'm not. I'm an independent. Both parties suck. I voted for decency. I voted for morality. I voted for a living wage. I voted for universal health care. I voted for people to get out of college debt. I voted to help small businesses. I voted for child tax credits. I literally voted for you when you didn't even vote for yourself. In fact, what you did was you voted against me just because you think that somehow I'm your enemy. That's why you're not a person of faith. So you remember this when you're sitting right next to Jeffrey Epstein one day. Because there's a special place in hell for people that are going to protect pedophiles and know that women have traumatic experiences. People in my life, that you voted for a man who rapes women because you wanted to own the libs and you just couldn't stomach a black woman who was too fucking smart for your little pea brains. So you voted for an idiot in an asshat that had concepts of a plan and talked about fucking Hannibal Lecter. You have a good day. Oh, I'm sorry. You have yourself a white day.